40. We don't have so much to do. We don't have so much to do. Today is Friday, so we'll just look at what we can get for maybe today or from next week. Okay? All right. So today is Friday, 22nd, 23rd of January. And if you check your JPY chart, you'll notice that there were big spikes. There were big spikes on your JPY chart, and it was because of this. All right. We had rates. There was rate information. I think that was a rate cut. Then we had a monetary policy statement. And then we have the Bank of Japan press conference. So there were so many things that went on at around 4 o'clock while men were sleeping. While men were sleeping, things were happening in Japanese economy. Okay. So we wake up to see the effects of all of those happenings, right? And then 7:30, there was a conference. So 8 o'clock, GBP had there was a red folder news for GBP. So moving forward now, at 9:30, which is the time we currently are, Euro is experiencing PMI, and that's not going to be all for today. At 10:30, there'll be PMI for Great British Pound, and at 3:45, there's going to be another thing for USD. That's PMI for USD. Okay, so it's going to be it is already a very busy day, and we are going to look forward to how this affects the markets. Okay, so PMI has its own volatility, but it's not always as high as the other ones that we know, but it still does something in the market. So we ought to be careful, to be watchful, and see what this has for us. Okay. All right, so let's just go through one or two things. If you notice, I have not said anything much about Euro or Euro USD or all those major currencies this week. They have been very, very, should I say, confusing or contradicting. I've not even gone there. Ogafemi, well done. Okay, so I've not even gone to all those Euro USD this week. I just look at it one eye and then I walk away because the information has been blurry. But I think with what we have had, we have a kind of sign. So and at this point, we were indecisive. Are we going up? Are we coming down? But price did something, or price is trying to do something. This was the last place that price was reacting from. Look at this sort of this expansion. So price has come here. Now, what price is trying to do is that price is trying to form another fully bullish engulfing candle formation. And at the end of today, that guy will be ready. Now, oh, sorry, at the end of the week here, which is today, this guy will be ready. So going to the daily time frame, you see that price was already printing a lot of buys. So as at this point, there was some confusion. Are we going to buy? Are we going to sell? Price did the buy instead. Okay. And now he left behind this place. Okay. Then yesterday came and fully engulfed the previous day. So that was another sign for buys. All right. Yesterday came and fully engulfed the previous day's candle. So normally we should be looking for a trade to buy. So the only problem I'm having with Euro today is that Euro has gone to take yesterday's high. Okay, so if there is going to be a reason for me to buy this guy, it will be that 4 hours. Let me go to the 4 hours. It will be that 4 hours will come and do a new expansion, then we can trade. Because without 4 hours showing us that he wants to buy, whatever thing that we have on this in this area is in jeopardy because price may decide he wants to use that previous day high sweep to come down, maybe to this guy before he now buys from there. So anything can happen. So the only thing that will make me to be more inclined with trading Euro USD is if we have this thing, is if we have a new expansion like this. Okay, if we have expansion like this, then we can buy. But for now, I've been saying it's that the information has been here and there, so I'm not very much inclined. But I've shown you what I'm going to be looking out for if we can get it today. All right. So that is that. We're not going to waste time on today's live session. Hopefully we'll not waste time on today's live session. We are just trying to round up for the week and see what we can make out of today at the same time. So that's that for Euro USD. So if this guy is actually going to respect the information that we have built up from here, we should come and deposit everything here. Okay? If we are truly going to buy them, we know that this is our draw on liquidity here. We should come and finish the movement at this guy. Okay? So straightforward, nothing much, nothing ambiguous, nothing confusing. That's just the plan for today. All right? That's just the plan for today. Same thing. Let me see GBP USD. Let me see GBP USD. Hey, see GBP USD now. GBP USD is giving me another information. Let me show you what it is telling me now. So we started selling. Of course, you know what happened here. The first time we sold, price did the same thing again here. Price did the same thing again here, and then we sold. So now moving forward, what has happened? Come to the daily time frame. You see that the daily time frame had this expansion to the downside. You can see we had this huge expansion to the downside. That was a sign that we are going to sell. Now coming inside this zone now, there was a small region where price accumulated orders for a while here. This little area here like this. All right. Price accumulated orders there a little bit. Now, price has come back to that place again. And what is it doing? It is currently sweeping the previous day high with tendency to come for the low. Are we together? It's currently sweeping the previous day high. Please, are you hearing me? Am I audible?
Yes, you are now.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm saying the previous day high now is being swept with tendency to come for the low. So are we going to sell from here? Are we going to buy from here? Only what 4 hours tells us now that we are going to be able to determine the next step, because GU looks like it wants to buy. At the same time, it's coming from a sell region. So personally, when I'm in such situations, I just allow the market do what it wants to do. When it is clearer, I'm going to buy. Or I'm going to trade. And it's clearer, I'm going to trade. See what price is also doing. Price is also trying to create a fully bullish engulfing candle formation. At the same time, if you go to the daily now, I think it was on the H4 that I spotted it. You see this nice key level that is lying down here for buys. Can you see? This guy was interacted with a couple of times, and then price now broke beyond that zone, and we have some form of inducement build up. So I don't like this kind of market. Okay. I have reason to buy, I have reason to sell. What I simply do is I sit out until it's better for me. I want to take a trade that I can go to sleep and I'm not worried. You know, the trades that will stop me from sleeping well at night, I used to avoid it, please. Okay. So if you have any system that you used to trade, that this is a good condition for you, that is totally fine, right? That is totally fine. But for me, when I'm seeing a reason to sell, I'm seeing a reason to buy, I just leave the market. Okay, I just leave it alone. Let it probably do something like this and expand. Then I know that we want to buy, or it does something like this, comes to expand and take all of these lows. Then I know that we want to sell. I think that would be much better for me. So I think we should try to follow suit and avoid trading markets that don't give us peace of mind. All right. So that is my view for Euro USD and GU. I'm just waiting for it to simmer down. The confusion there is too much. I'm waiting for it to simmer down. Gold, on the other hand, has been on a very, very upward rally, very, very upward rally, and we are closing in on $5,000 for gold. So this is the last break of structure, the last expansion. If gold should come back here before it finishes the move, then you know that we should bounce from here, and trade to the high. Let me see if I can get a more refined area. Okay, seeing something on 3 hours, that looks good. 2 hours, 1 hour. Okay, so we can refine this guy to somewhere like this. All right. So when gold comes inside here, yeah, You can go to 15 minutes or 30 minutes, 15 minutes to look for a reason to buy till this place. Is that okay? You know, gold has been very, very bullish. Gold has been very, very bullish. So our plan is to just ride it till we enter 5,000. We ride it till we enter 5,000. So this is the last, look at the line chart. This is our last, full expansion. So we know that when price trades back inside the expansion, price will use it to finish this journey. Okay, price will use it to finish the journey. So we are looking very good. We're looking very healthy from this place. We also have this huge FVG. Also have that huge FVG that is forming itself. So we know that there is a huge possibility that we're going to use this FVG today. We're going to use it today or maybe Monday to finish this move. So when price drops down maybe to 50% of the FVG, like this line that I drew, maybe from 50% of the fair value, you can now look for a turnaround on the 15 minutes or 5 or 30 or 30 minutes or 15 minutes that you can now use to buy till this high. Is that okay? So that's what we're going to be doing for today for gold. Gold is looking very good from where it is. So it's just for us to get a pullback and then we finish 5,000. We finish it up at 5K. And then we see whether we'll start buying again for 6,000. Well, for now, let's deal with 5,000 before any other thing. Okay, so that's that for gold. That's that for gold. Let's see GR40. Some of us to trade GR40. That's good. So I like what GR40 is doing, and I want to share it with you. I want to share it with you. So coming from the weekly time frame, you see that we had, let me clear my screen. See that we had this key level. Let me use the box first. You see, we have this key level. See the way price was, it was like a resistance zone. Price was here so many times. Right? This was a resistance zone. So price finally did what? Price finally broke beyond the resistance zone. And remember our simple break and retest strategy. That when price breaks, a key area like this or a key support or resistance, it will do what? It will come back to retest it before it starts the journey again. So that's exactly what GR40 is currently trying to do. Sorry, excuse me. So that's what GR40 is currently trying to do. So what do we do now? I drew a line. I had a line. I just drew a line that will use to guide me. So I can take off this box now. So what do you see that price did here? When we tapped this area, can you see that price is currently sweeping the previous day's candle? That is the low of the previous day's candle with intention to come for the high, right? So this guy, first of all, served as our inducement for the key level. Price has come to sweep the key level, has swept the previous day low. So we have intention to come for this high. And then, of course, this is our final draw on liquidity. Good. So daily is an alignment. Let's see what the 4R is saying. Now, what do you see on the 4R? Can you see that we have a very nice looking sweep and break situation here? Are we together? Price has swept this place and has also come to break structure here. So we can look for a possible trade from here. Let me reduce this guy. So we can look for a possible trade from here. If price should come down here, before it goes up, then we can look for a buy from this place. Let me see what it looks like on the lower time frames. See? Okay. So this guy is looking very good. Even if you want to take a buy from there, it's fine. If you want to refine it, it's also okay. Some of us we like to refine. That's okay. Let me draw it out like this. So this buy is going to look good like this. We can buy from here, put our SL maybe below this fair value gap candle. Okay. And then we can look for maybe 2 risk to reward ratio, or you take it to this high, depending on what is good for you. So this is us just taking the entry from there straight. But if you like to refine, it, you know that when price enters inside this guy, when price falls back inside this guy, we have a reason to buy, and this guy is looking very good. Is that okay? So I remember that we called this zone. Price has come and swept the zone and then has given us a H4 expansion. So we are looking to buy GR40 from this area. So we are going to be position ourselves to enjoy this move from here. So for now, it's just consolidating. For now, it's just consolidating. There isn't anything happening here for now. So we're expecting price to do a sweep of the consolidation, touch here, and then we can now buy. Okay. So that is it. That is the view for GER40. All right. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's see what Bitcoin is saying. Okay. Bitcoin, I have an entry for Bitcoin down here. Okay. I'm using purely QMR system for this entry. Purely QMR entry for this entry. Purely QMR system for this entry. So if you're okay, you can take this buy from here. All right. This is my view for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is having a sweep here. Have a sweep here. You have a break. All of this now is looking like liquidity build up for me. All right. So just want price to drop in, sweep the liquidity, tap here, and then we buy. Okay. So this guy is already a trade I'm taking. Sorry, it's already a trade I've taken or I've placed. It's a limit order. It's a buy limit order. So just go ahead and take this one. We are going to be seeing how we can buy Bitcoin from here. Let me see the weekly again, if we have any validation so far, because I have not checked. Okay, no, nothing for that. Check the daily, no invalidation yet. All right. So I think this entry is still valid, please. This entry is still valid. I'm going to be here also. So, of course, you know that we wake up every day to take risk and look to make money. So this is my call for Bitcoin. If you can hold, you can hold it till this DOL. But if you want to do TP along the line, you can take a 2R, take a 3R while we are approaching this DOL. So this is me. Ogake in there. Now yeah, I did for Bitcoin. All right. This is a straight limit. Just go and set limit for this guy for Bitcoin. Whenever it comes back there, you are going to look for a buy from there. Okay. All right. All right. All right. You know, Bitcoin is active all through the weekend. So even if the market closes on Friday, Bitcoin will still be moving Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to be here. So let's see what this guy has for us. Hopefully we can make some pips. We can catch some pips from here. All right. What else do we have? Let's see. All these JPY pairs. Okay. This one, nothing much. Let me just show you my view here. So you see that we started this journey from here. Let me show you something on AUD card before I talk about this one. Look at what AUD card did. So we started journey from AUD card here. When price swept a major low with a wick here, not the body, just the wick. You see that we're going for what? We're going for the opposite of the high. So it was this, and then price came, swept this place like this. And then what did we do? We went back to finish our journey up there. So we're very, very okay with what price did there, right? Good. So that same view is what I'm having for NZD-JPY. See, the journey has started here, right? The journey started here. This was a major low in the market. Abi, price has come and has taken this guy with a wick. All right? Price has come, taking this guy with a wick. So what do we expect price to do now? Expecting price to trade back to the high. So if we are drawing from here, price comes here, takes with a wick like this. What do we expect price to do? Expect price to trade all the way back till this line. Okay, so that's what NZD-JPY is doing. So I'm giving us direction for this guy for the next coming days or weeks and all of that. So how do we join? That's the next question. How do we join in? It's very simple. Look for the last place that price interacted with, or a key level or an expansion to join in. Now, we have this as our last expansion. This, you can say this was an expansion. You are not wrong. But I like this guy. Why? Let me show you why. This guy was once a sell point of interest. Abi, this guy was once a sell point of interest. See, when price came here, you see that price used here to fall. Good. Now, extend that line to the future. What do you see? That currently we are closing above that line, but we are not yet close. So at the end of today, if we close bullish like the way we are like this, the way we are, if we close bullish like this, we can expect price to do what? To just trade down and continue. I don't know if we are together. If we close bullish like this, we expect price to trade down to this guy, and then we can continue our buy. So this is where I'm going to be positioned on NZD JPY for the next coming days, coming weeks. Let me see the daily. The daily, yes. So the daily is looking, see, the daily has a fair value gap around that area. So it's a nice zone, please. It's a nice zone. I'm expecting price to do this, and then we start our trade. Okay, so I'm going to be here, and this one is just pure direction. I'm not giving you a trade call for NZD-JPY yet. I'm just giving you what price will likely do in the coming days to weeks. Okay, this is what price will likely do. Price should, with what we know about price should do like this and then buy. So even if this guy does not give us a trade from here, let me say by Monday, price now does something like this and expands from here. We can direction, and then we sit down so that when price comes to those zones, we already know what to do. We already positioned ourselves for those areas. Okay. Let's see GP card. GP card, I called something on GP card. Excuse me, please. I've already done gold, please. I've already done gold. So GBP card. GBP card. Let me see. All right, yes. So we're here on GBP card. We have some areas down here, of course, that we have already said there some time ago, that if price should come here, sweep this liquidity, we can come here and buy, right? But for now, price hasn't come back to those zones. So we check what is price currently doing, because there's how you can be waiting for that one I just drew. Price will go and keep doing this thing, and you are still waiting, and people are making money with this range, and you are still waiting for the one that you drew, 2 months ago. You're still waiting. So this is where we are on GBP card. I like this zone because number 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, and then we have now closed above there with a body. Now, what's our next line of action? What is price doing around here, and how can we capitalize? So let's go to the daily time frame. And the daily time frame is trying to expand. Let me show you something. Be very, very careful about this buy. Don't be in a hurry, because price did this with a view to come here. So if this buy is truly going to hold, it means the daily time frame is going to close above here like this with a body. So this trade may be active by, say, tomorrow. Okay, so sorry, by Monday. If we can close bullish like this, then you know that we are ready to buy. Because of that weekly previous week high sweep, our trade may have some problems. So don't enter the trade immediately. Don't be in a hurry to enter the trade. Is that okay? So when we now get a new daily expansion, then we are going to do what? We are going to know that, yes, the information that weekly gave us, daily is not aligning to it. Rather, daily is aligning to what we had here. So we can now join and buy. Okay? This thing is all about alignment. When you get alignments to a particular information, then you just trade with that information. So this is going to be our direction for next week on GBP card. So let's do Euro card. Euro card is looking good. Let me see what it's doing. If it's still doing what I want. All right, good. The USD card, Euro card is doing something nice. It's doing something nice. Look at it here. So we tapped into a sell area already from the past. Tapped into a sell area already. Now, what is its price doing currently? Can you see that price is sweeping yesterday's high? Today is sweeping yesterday's high. Look at it. There's a sweep of yesterday's high. Good. So we are in for a sell till this guy. We're in for a sell till this guy. So now what is 4 hours saying? So now on 4 hours, we are currently trying to expand. Are you seeing the alignments now? 4 hours now, we are trying to expand with this big move to the downside. So in the next 54 minutes, we are going to be sure of this expansion. So if this price should remain bearish like this, if this expansion should be confirmed in the next 1 hour, that's the next 54 minutes, Please just come to 2 hours. Take yourself from here. This is how the trade is going to be. I'm not going to call it out now because it's not ready. 14 pips SL is not bad. This is the trade that we should have today. This is my only trade that I'll be looking at for today. Hoping I can get something. All right. So now, what is the criteria? 4 hours needs to close in the next 54 minutes. If we can still close bearish, and we create this expansion that we have here, we close bearish and create this expansion. We see that on the H2, H1, we have this fair value gap. So we're expecting price to just trade back into the fair value gap and fall. Is that okay? Expecting price to just trade into the fair value gap and then we fall. So that is it. That's what we are going to be doing for EuroCAD today. So for now, let me delete this so that somebody not going to place trade. It's not yet ready. You need to be very disciplined. Very disciplined. So in the next 53 minutes now, be watching this guy. If this guy close like this, enter your trade. Please put on a good risk, a risk that you're okay with, and then we'll see how the trade goes. All right. Don't be in a hurry. And also, even if the trade looks very good, it does not mean you should risk more than you usually risk. Of course, except you are okay with it. If you're okay with it, if you know that that risk will not affect you psychologically, if you know that that risk will not affect you psychologically, then it is okay, right? But if you know that that thing you are doing is going to affect you as a trader and as a person, then you know that you should not be doing it. So gauge yourself, know what you can handle, know what you cannot handle, and then you do what you're supposed to do. So that's EuroCAD for today. That's my view for EuroCAD. 2 hours giving me the fair value gap. Only 2 hours giving me fair value gap. So I need H4 closure. H4 closes bearish, I sell. It doesn't close well, I leave it alone. All right. So that's that. What else do we have? What else do we have? I think I'm done. Today is Friday. We're not doing much. Okay. Let's do this one, then we are done. So our AUD NZD, we already marked out this area that we're waiting for price to come back to. So you see price has come back to this our key level area, has touched it and has rejected. So it's going back up again. So what did daily do? Let me clear the screen and show you. So daily is doing something very nice. Okay. Daily has swept yesterday's low. If you zoom in, you see that there's a sweep of yesterday's low. So that's good. So we can expect sorry about that. Okay, so you can expect a buy till this guy, right? Good. So let's see the H4. See what H4 is doing, yes? See that H4 has gone ahead to expand to the upside. I hope we are following. So daily gave us the sweep. H4 gave us the alignment in the form of expansion. Okay? When we have gotten these two things, we can expect price to do what? To just retrace inside this guy and then buy to draw on liquidity. As simple as that. All right? We have criteria for everything. There's criteria for everything that we look out for in the market. So when we get it, what we just have to do is follow through. Weekly gave us a key level. Good. We go to daily. Daily is giving us a previous day sweep around that key level zone. Price came back to that key level zone and is giving us previous day low sweep. Good. We go to H4. H4 has given us an expansion. Better. I recall yesterday even calling this zone. I don't know if you remember yesterday. I said that price will likely buy from here because this was already an expansion. When price mitigated this place, this was already an expansion for buys. So there's no surprise that price has come here and is buying. And what has it done? It's giving us a new expansion. All right. So what do you expect price to do now? Expecting price to just trade back inside here. If you have a confirmation model, you use it to buy, or you do what we have already taught you. Sweep and break on a lower time frame, then you can buy to draw on liquidity. So these are the things that we teach even more in-depthly in our advanced training. Okay, in the advanced one, because we have our advanced training, which is one of the ones that we did in December. So we taught this thing in-depthly, we covered more than we even do here on the live session. So if you really want to improve yourself as a trader, when we call for these sessions, it's of utmost importance that you key in. It will help you as a person. This is a skill that you will take. It's not you can, you are going to take this skill for the rest of your life. You're going to have it for the rest of your life. It's not a skill that is going to leave you, right? It's a skill that if you train properly and then you get it, you're going to stay with it for the rest of your life. Okay. And then I also like the flexibility. You can trade anything. All right. It's not a matter of like I trade one today, I don't trade this one. So far as you have a good, you have a good what's it called, setup that is forming, you can take a trade. Yeah, that time we had we called the trade on US oil. I don't think we have had a trade on US oil on this session before, have we? Maybe a long time last year, but it's a very long time we have even analyzed US oil. We just came earlier this week, analyzed US oil, had a trade on US oil, and then up we went. And we had a good TP on that trade. So you see what we do? It's a skill that stays with you. So it's advisable that if you want to take this seriously, you go in for the training, get the in-depth knowledge. Let's let us, let us equip you with even more than we do here on the live session so that you are very, very well seasoned as a trader. Mr. Kende, you asked for gold. I just want to show you what we are looking at for gold. All right. So this is going to be the last thing, and then we are done. So we have one price to just do this, and then we are expecting a buy to 5,000. So 5,000 is in view for gold. 5,000 is in view for gold. I hope you are good. I hope we are fine. So that's that for today. That's that for today. Let's monitor Bitcoin. Let's monitor Bitcoin. Monitor EuroCAD. And then we are good, please. So that's it. Okay, somebody's asking a question. Why do you do most analysis from the higher time frame, weekly and daily? Okay. So we do analysis from the weekly and daily time frame because that gives you the clear information on direction. All right, the institution, the people that we trade alongside, they use the daily information, the weekly information to get direction. So you as a trader cannot just come and use 5 minutes, because where 5 minutes can be trending downward like this, on the 4 hours or daily, it might be a bullish trend. And what you are seeing, this downward they are seeing, may just be a retracement on the H4. So when the H4 now resumes the buy, you're now wondering, why did I hit stop loss? You fail to understand that on the daily or the H4, we're actually buying. And what price was doing was it was just retracing. But when you go to 5 minute time frame, you see a very big sell-off, and you're like, oh, okay, we are very bearish. Then the moment you take your trade, what happens? Price continues upward. So we use the higher time frame because we get a clearer direction. We get a truer information. Let me use that word. We get a truer information of direction comes from the daily time frame. So when we get down the daily time frame, we can now look for alignment on the H4, then entries on maybe H1 or M45. And that is it. Okay. So that's why we do what we do. So it's advisable that you trade with the higher time frame. At least get your information from the higher time frame before you go to lower time frame to look for entries. I hope that's okay, my Moshu. I hope that's fine. All right. So that's that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Damasos, Ogafemi. Well done. I think you have 2K in days again today. Greet you. It's good to have you here. Mercy, I greet you. Peter, Ania, Ogale, well done. Festus, Gloria, Mr. Henry, well done. Kenneth, Ogalulu, well done. Antinena, we greet you. Oluti, well done. Mr. Sam, well done. Sulaimon, greet you. Mr. Sonny, how far? Been a while. How you doing, sir? Please, can you say hi to the house? And Yaya, well done, everybody. It's always good to have you here. Let's have the weekend to ourselves, refresh yourself, and then come back stronger for the next trading week. Have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely day. See you on Monday. Goodbye.